Hi guys, Tony Hayes, and this is an overview video of my new internet marketing training product. Um, I've basically been doing a lot of offline marketing for the last few years, but I did start off actually by doing affiliate marketing, and I was doing quite well at it. Then I kind of wandered off into the offline niche, and I'm sort of coming back now into the affiliate and Adsense type markets. But I'm coming into it with a sort of different, a fresh pair of eyes, if you like, because I've still got all the offline information with me, and I've had over 600 clients in offline, and I've got tons and tons of clients on page one with a good return on investment. So I've learned about search engine rankings, how to optimize, and how to go for some very competitive keywords. I've done that for my own businesses as well, especially in the SEO niche when I've been dealing with SEO competitors here in London and in America. There's been instances where I've dominated pages like the top 6 rankings against SEO guys, SEO competitors. I definitely know what I'm doing here, and I'm not saying I'm the best SEO guy in the world, but I'm very capable. And this system is something that I've created as I start to build an empire of Adsense and lead generation sites, so that I can pull away from offline altogether. I just find offline extremely frustrating sometimes, because you get good quality clients, you get poor quality clients, and by the time you close a deal, sometimes you've had to do 3 or 4 or 5 meetings. I could have built 5 or 6 or 7 sites and had them fully optimized and sitting there ranking in the top 10 and me money. So the sort of logical thing for me to do, and I've been thinking about doing it for a long time, and finally last month I decided I was going to make the switch. And the reason I did that was because a client with over 60 websites built by us never paid me. So I had to just make a decision. I didn't want to carry on with the offline, or do I want to do something, use my skills in a better way for myself and for my family, and that's what I've decided to do. So anyway, that's enough about me for now. You will get to know me a little bit better later. What you see in front of you here is like a sort of overview mind map, and that looks quite frightening, to be honest, isn't it? I mean, looking at all this stuff here, it looks very comprehensive, which it is, but believe it or not, this is really fast and easy to do, mainly because I've automated as much as possible, and it's very hands-off as well, because I don't do a lot of the work myself, and I'm not using outsourced companies in Philippines or India. I'm not using Odesk or Elance or anything like that. What I'm doing is I'm getting people to do specific tasks, and in exchange for an agreed price, and I get those tasks done very quickly. And basically where I'm involved is getting the keyword research done, choosing the niche and choosing the offers, etc. Building the sites. I do that myself, but I've got a way to do that I can install WordPress sites very quickly. I'm talking about within minutes, and then I can go in and do configurations. Now I'll just talk through this mind map a little bit, but when I go in and do the configurations to the WordPress sites, it's not taking me any more than an hour, and then we get into the offline SEO blueprint, which is quite comprehensive and is very good, and it allows me to go for very competitive keywords at low cost, get the job done fast, get the job done quickly, accurately, and to get results as fast as possible, so that I can start generating income and either reinvest that income into other projects or scale this one up. Now, what I'm planning to do here is to create a course that shows me doing step-by-step live training, if you like, and step-by-step at every step of the way with a very high competitive niche. And I'm talking something that Google AdWords tool will tell us is $90 per click or $50 per click, or some that kind of high paying sort of niche. Now what we're going to do with it as well is we're going to choose a niche where we can get lead generation money from businesses offline as well. So it's going to be partly AdSense, partly lead generation. We will look at CPA offers, we will look at Amazon offers, and to see if there's any ClickBank offers there, and there's one missing there from up here, and that is advertising as well, and we can do some advertising for businesses too. Now I'm not getting into all offline niches, and so please don't misunderstand what this course is about. So what I decided to do, I wanted to create one course that shows one strategy or one way to use this system. Choose a strategy to work with this system, but there's several strategies. And what I want to do as well, and I'll give you a heads up, I will be putting a one-time offer. You're not going to have any surprises there. There will be a one-time offer for a membership, and the membership will go into a lot of this stuff and a lot more detail as far as the strategies and different things that we can do. And plus I want to build a community with this, because this stuff just plain works. I've done this for huge clients, and we've got results every single time, and I've done it against SEO guys as well, and I've got results very, very quickly sometimes. And it's helped me to generate business. But now I'm doing it for AdSense, and now I'm doing it for lead generation, and now I'm doing it for Amazon. And you can watch it live, okay? You can watch it live and see how well we do. I've got absolutely no fear about that. One of my pet problems with internet marketing products is they're all blueprints and theories. It's like they're selling you hope and selling you theory and showing you these click-bank earnings and stuff like that. I'm not going to do any of that. What I'm going to do is say to you, look at my videos, watch me doing this, and you can watch the site being built, the keyword research, the niche, choosing the niche right from the very beginning, right from choosing the niche, finding offers, keyword research, and you will see it in real time. You will see it live, and you'll watch me every step of the way. I'm not selling hope. I'm not selling bullshit crap. I'm not selling something that's a blueprint or in theory it should work or it sounds very clever. I'm going to show you that it does work. Because I do it all the time. This is what I do for a living, yeah? So I want to share that with you, and I'm going to show you how we can use this for multiple income streams. And it's very fast and very easy as well. So what we're going to do, choose a niche in less than 15 minutes. We're going to do the keyword research and find the offers. We're going to build WordPress sites really quickly, highly optimized. We've got an awesome SEO blueprint. Off-page SEO blueprint that we're going to go through, mainly hands-off, and you'll be surprised, and it's all low-cost as well, and but it's a very, very comprehensive SEO blueprint, and it protects your money sites. Most importantly, it protects your money sites, so if somebody else does something or gets lazy, it's not going to harm you too much. And then we're going to look at how we can test and tweak and increase the revenue, and I will show you ways that we can scale this up as well. Now, that's the really exciting part as far as I'm concerned. I'm not going to say to you rinse and repeat. I think that's been overdone. That sort of phrase there has been overdone. I'm going to show you different ways that you can scale up, okay? It's not just rinse and repeat. There's various things that you can do that you might not be aware of right now, and I'm sure most of you are not. The more experienced marketers might be, but when you see all this thing coming together, you will get pretty excited, because as I started mapping this out, I was getting very excited myself, because I knew what the outcome was going to be in the end, what I wanted to achieve in the end. But when I started to map it out, and you know, I just know from experience what works, how to get top rankings and how to build these sites, and for the conversions and for, you know, the high click-through rates and stuff like that. And when I sort of finished doing this blueprint, I've actually done this video 3 or 4 times, because I just want this to be very, very clear to everybody. This works, okay? The scaling up is the real key here. The rest of it is really easy. We can go through this whole thing very, very quickly, and it's mostly hands-off, and it does look daunting, but you're not doing most of that work yourself. You're probably not doing even any more than 10% of that work there, okay? Now, so I'll just go through the basics of what's in this little mind map here. So we're looking at choosing a niche. Our main criteria for choosing a niche, it must be a high paying niche. It's a competitive niche. We're not going to be afraid of it. Any keywords, we're not going after something like bathroom tile designs and stuff like that, all that rubbish that, you know, 50 cents a click or something. No, we've gone for keywords that are, according to Google Keyword Tool, about $90 a click or $50 a click. It sort of ranges, and it will range as well if it's if you get the results in broad match, phrase match, or exact match, which I guess most of you know. Now, what we do know from Google is that what it tells you the cost per click is that publishers will get 68% of that. Now, that means if a click is worth $1 to the if an advertiser pays $1 per click, then you as a publisher should get 68%. that's not really correct either, because we know that the AdSense adverts show up within the content network, and we also know that when an advertiser pays for content network, he is paying roughly about 28% less than for the search network. Okay, and if you do the calculation, you take maybe a $1 click and you take 28% off it, and then you find 68% of that 72 cents that's left. You're left with 48.96. That's the closest I can find to sort of figuring out how much money we can get. But if you got something that's even a $45 click and you're getting you're getting $20, you're not going to be disappointed, especially if you can generate 5 or 10 of them a day. Now imagine you can do that and you can scale this up the way I'm going to show you in a minute. You will get pretty excited, and you will see the value of what I'm bringing here to the table. And again, it's not theory, it's not some, I'm not selling you hope, it's not some high scarcity kind of sales talk that I'm talking about. This is just normal stuff, okay? I will probably have a long sales page later, but you know, who cares about that? This is what really matters. Just watch the video, it will tell you everything you need to know, okay? So we're going to choose high paying niches, and we're looking first of all for AdSense. That is the first qualifier. We need high paying AdSense clicks, okay? The second thing I'm looking for that is preferable but not necessary is lead generation. Now I'll give you an example of that, and we'll go and have a look at this niche in a minute. I have been contacted by a couple of personal injury lawyers, and they're willing to pay me anything from £250 to £800 per lead, depending on how much information I can get from the people who are applying or who express an interest, and how much work I want to do. Now if I'm going to get £250 per person for every lead that I generate, and plus I can get AdSense clicks that are worth $40 or $50 to me per click, then I've got a chance to build a reasonable business there. Now what if I can add some CPA offers? What if I can add some Amazon products and some ClickBank products? That doesn't really seem to intrigue me so much anymore when I've got the first two, okay? And the reason for that is I've looked at the CPA offers for that niche, and they're only paying about $23. I can get more from AdSense clicks. Amazon, I don't expect to find anything about personal injury in there apart from books and stuff. I could be wrong, and I will take a look, but I'm not, I'm not going to waste a huge amount of time on it. And ClickBank, I really don't see anything that would be suitable. But if you know something better, by all means let me know, okay? So that's what we're going to do, and from that we did a keyword research, which I've already kind of done in the background anyway. I had to prepare some things, and I will show you the tools that I use and the analysis that is available using those tools. Now there's two main tools that I use. One is very, very, very cheap, and it's really great software. It can pick out keywords that you just would not believe it. I've used it so many times. I've got it running all day, and it's pulling out keywords for me that I'm ranking extremely easy for. And the second one is a little bit more expensive, and that's SE Cockpit. But SE Cockpit is extremely fast, and that's one of the benefits. But I do try to compare both, and I actually hate to say this, but I actually prefer the cheaper tool, because it just gives me things I can see and I can analyze instantly without having to think about it, okay? And again, with the keyword research, we will check that we got high paying niches and stuff like that. Now we need to find the offers, which we've already kind of done as we chose a niche, but we will have a choice of offers, so we have to choose which ones we're going to go for. And the reason for that is because we want to try and get to know our audience a little bit. So if we're going to go with one offer instead of another, there might be a little bit demographic difference in there. Probably not for this niche, but for other niches. So I will cover that as we're going through. Right, now then we have to decide on the strategy options. Now various ways we can do this. We can do individual sniper sites that are exact match domain, going after really competitive keywords or high value keywords, and we can build them, something like a random link wheel or whatever, so that we got them all linking together and a lot of link juice. We can do an authority site, which is what I chose, what I am going to do here, because it's more comprehensive than doing the sniper sites, because I will build a blog network around it, which will be pretty much sniper sites and Web 2.0 properties, and we're going to have a really high quality video channel as well. from YouTube, probably maybe one or two more. Okay, but video marketing in this course is very, very good as well. Now, I have looked at some other people's courses for video marketing, and I'm not saying they're bad, but some of the things I'm doing here are not being taught quite often in other video courses. And don't knock other people, because you know they're maybe not going after keywords like we are here, but there are one or two who have got really excellent video courses out, and this one stands up to most of them. Okay, so that is part of the course as well, the video marketing and how we use it. And video marketing can be really, really effective if done properly, and it offers us a chance to scale things up a lot as well, which I will show you in the course. Okay, so then we would go on to buying domains. Now we're looking for exact match domain, even if we're building an authority site or not, and the length of the domain would really depend on whether we're going to do sniper sites or the authority site. It's better, a little tip for you, if you can buy your .com or whatever for 5 years. Now if you're in the UK like me, you can only buy your .co.uk for 2 years. But there's some other things to take into consideration when buying domain names, especially if you cannot get the exact match domain. And I've got really great tips about what to do in that situation, so that we can give ourselves the best chance of ranking as quickly as possible. Now, some people say exact match domains don't carry as much weight anymore. Probably that's right, but you know, you got to just keep with the discipline of doing the right things. Okay, it will make your life a lot easier, and the whole goal of this is to make things really fast and easy. That's why it's called Rapid MoneySite Empire. I plan to be monetizing within 7 days with these kind of sites for highly competitive keywords. So I want every single advantage that I can get. Okay, so then we're into the content, and when we go into the content, we need some mixture in there. And what I mean by that is we need some original content, we need some curation going on. If you're not sure what curation is, then the course is going to be good for you for this. We don't need to go into curation in huge amounts of detail. You just need to know what it is, how to do it quickly and effectively, and get some multiple format content in your pages and your posts and stuff like that. And what I mean by that is it's not just article. We need images, we need some video as well if we can get it. Maybe put a PDF, get some outbound links in there as well. Now we've got a really comprehensive SEO blueprint for the on page. We've actually got two. I've got an on-site SEO blueprint, which is all the configurations and things like that, and using webmaster tools and analytics and setting all that up. And it's really easy to do, so don't be scared of it. I'll show you how to do it, that you'll never be scared of it again. Okay, and we do it quickly. We just move through this stuff as quickly as possible. And then there's the on-page SEO blueprint, which is for when we are making posts and stuff like that. And I can give you maybe a little example of that right now. I mean, I've got two sites here. This is a site that my wife built, well, probably about a year or more ago. And as you can see here, she's gone after this keyword, best dog training books reviews. Now, this has never really been optimized off page. She spent a bit of time doing this really nicely, and I just changed the theme on it today. That's why that's what it's looking like this with the CTR theme here. But you can see that she's got tables of contents, and she's got images, and she's as you come down, she's got it well optimized and good information as well. And she's got related links and related associations and more related links with video, MP3, podcast, PDF, and the social sharing buttons and some Adsense and stuff like that. Now, she did a really good job on the site, and it's got over 70 pages. I'm going to show you something more like this. We will cover this kind of thing in the membership, by the way. This is building an authority site, and this is more like a sniper site, this one. Okay. What's missing from this right now is I'm waiting for a header to be done, because I need a call to action, because I'm going to try and sell leads. But as you can see, it's nicely optimized that I have got relevant Adsense adverts appearing, personal injury claim, road and work injury claim. These are the keywords that are worth quite a bit per click, earnings per click. And as we come down, you can see it's got images, and it's got content that I particularly don't think is particularly good, sorry. But the whole point of doing AdSense sites is you don't want them to stick around reading your content too much, as opposed to this authority site. For this, as a sniper site, you really just want them to click on the adverts. So when they come down here, realize there's not that much, but it's highly optimized so that it's ranking. You get them there in the first place. Hopefully they will click on one of these as a better option to get the content that they're looking for. At the same time, we will have strong call to action to make people either make a call, leave a message or something like that, and hopefully we can follow that up with them and get some decent money in the leads. Now, if the leads is not working, we move on to something else, but I do expect the leads to work because I've done this kind of thing for clients before. I've actually had clients come to me, lead generation companies come to me to do SEO for them and put this kind of stuff together. I do know that it works. So it's not something an original idea by any means, but mixing it with AdSense for high paying keywords is pretty good, especially mixed with this system. Okay, so that's what the sites will look like. Okay, I'm using the CTR theme. I like the theme, it's nice and clean, you can see the adverts very clearly, and in comparison I will show you another site and I'll give you an idea how this can be really good. So I found this site while I'm searching for the Warrior Forum, one of the guys on the Warrior Forum selling AdSense sites, and this caught my eye. You can see that it sold at public auction at $247, only 8 bids. But you can see when you come down here that basically wasn't making very much money at all. $11.60 for April and $6.49 for May, and for June $4.83. AdSense reporting 100 to 175 page impressions, and I know that the cost per click for this was something like 99 cents. I did do a little bit of checking on that. So his net profit per month is about $5 per month, and he sold this for $247. Now if we have a look at the site, there it is. Somebody paid $247 for that. Now that's kind of semi-optimized. I'm not knocking the guy who did it, so don't get me wrong, that's not the reason for me I'm showing you this, but you can see he's done this keyword research. He's got some articles in there probably optimized, but it's kind of semi-optimized. It hasn't got images. There's no outbound links, there's no inbound links, there's quite a few bits and pieces missing. He does have his keywords here in the first sentence. I would have that more at the front, and same in the back. Has he got it? Yeah, he's got it in the last sentence at the back, but again I would put it probably, if I could, at the last three words there. But these kind of sites sold for $247. So if you kind of compare that, and sorry, if you're the guy who created that site, I'm not knocking you. Congratulations for selling that for $247. But if you compare that to this, where we do have optimization going on, crap content, but deliberately crap content, because we just wanted to do the things that we want it to do, and that's why we need to have calls to action. We have to tell people what we want them to do on the website. Okay, or this, which is more of the authority site kind of stuff, and there's just no comparison. If that's all for $247, and how much would these two sites sell for once I've got them ranking? And I better rank my website because she did put a lot of work in the thing. Right, now I kind of diverted a little bit there. So building the sites is really fast, really easy. The content, sorry, that's where I'd left off. And we will use some PLR, but we'll use it intelligently. Not necessarily on site, but I'll show you an intelligent way of using PLR where you do not need to spin it, and how to be able to use PLR without spinning effectively. Okay, really fast, really easy, hands off. Actually, you're not going to do this yourself. You get someone else to do this for very little money. But it's a way of using PLR that probably some people are using, but I don't see it being talked about too much. Okay, and we'll do some semi-auto blogging, and that will be happening within the blog network. So what I'm going to do is build an authority site in the middle, have a blog network of sniper sites, but I will also have a blog networks of some Web 2.0 sites, and we were going to hit this really hard. I want to hit it hard and fast so that I can get fast rankings. Okay, but I need to protect the money site at all times. Okay, building the sites really fast install. We're looking for a theme, a design that's got high conversion, which I've just shown you there. I'll show you the recommended plugins that I use, and these are plugins I use to get us instant backlinks. There's a mixture of free and premium. Now I cannot give away the premium plugins, but I can recommend them and show you how I use them. But I will do a video for each plugin and how we use them as I'm building the site myself when I'm doing this kind of stuff. Now I use a platform to get the sites created instantly, to get them created quickly. Then I have to go in and do what I call the on-site SEO blueprint, and that's before we start getting into the content too much. Okay, we'll go through the SEO essentials for the on-site blueprint, and we'll make sure that the site is Google friendly, and that means that we'll have webmaster tools and analytics and privacy policy and put them in the right places as well. I'll show you how you can get these things done very quickly, and I'm talking about 2 minutes done. Okay, then we're going to be adding content. Now, the way that we're going to add content, I've just described a little bit. Where are we getting the content, and where do we get it cheaply, and how do we use it? I will show you. How we optimize it, I will show you. And then we get into the real fun part. This is a part I love doing. It's the off-page blueprint. It's completely hands-off. We're getting other people to do the things. We'll protect the money site. We'll go for competitive keywords, and we're going to hit this really hard and really fast. Okay. So, how do we hit this hard and fast? Well, basically, video marketing, and in a very specific way. Now, when I do video marketing, I like to do this very aggressively because it does get results. Okay, I get it all done for me. I do very, very little things of it myself, except for instruct people what I want. Okay, article marketing we do intelligently as well. Now we do, what I would say to you is, if you're using things like SEO automation tools, if you've got internet marketing memberships that you're not using, and SEO tools that you're paying monthly for that you're not using, if you've got some backlink packages that you're not using, I would say if you follow the system, you may as well just stop paying for those things. Now, I'm not saying that those are bad things. I'm saying if you're not using them, okay, some very good systems out there, some very good softwares, and some very good memberships where you can learn a lot. You can get that here too, but if you're not using them, get rid of it, because this is better for you. Once you learn this system, which is completely hands-off more or less when it comes to the off-page stuff, you will be glad that you did, because you will get things done quicker. You will be able to think you'll be able to think about the business more strategically, rather than getting caught up with all the technical stuff. Okay, there's nothing really technical in this. I don't like technical stuff either. I get stuck on technical things, but I do know how to do SEO. I do know how to create converting sites, and I do know how to drive traffic. Yeah, but even better, I know how to scale this up. Right, so we will look at article marketing, and we will be using networks, but we'll be using other people's memberships. Right, low cost, other people's memberships. We're basically paying them to use their memberships so that we can just keep moving on, and we're not spending money. Like, if there's a membership out there for 67 or 97, I would rather get other jobs done for that money, and we can get quite a few jobs done for that money too. Then we'll be looking at forum links and commenting as well. So obviously that's talking about extra, and we'll be doing things with blog commenting. Obviously I'm talking about Scrapebox and Comment Kahuna and things like that. We'll be doing things like document sharing sites and directories. Now, there's different types of directories you need to use. You need to know what to use and when. And I've got specific step-by-steps here. What we use at what point. Okay, so there's things that need to be done within the SEO blueprint. It needs to be done first before we can start doing other things. Now, if you get that wrong, you could screw the whole thing up. So you really need to be very, very careful. But if you do it the way I show you, you're going to get results. We will look at Google Places as well, and I will do that with information as it is relevant at the time, because this thing changes a lot. Any offline marketer will tell you that Google Places has changed so much even in the last year. It's just unbelievable. So I will give you relevant information of what's relevant at the time and what's working at the time by the time we come round to doing this. But this is very good if you're doing the lead generation for offline. Okay, I'm not trying to get people from affiliate or AdSense marketing into offline. What I'm going to show you is a system that can be complemented by doing lead generation. It's entirely up to you if you want to do that. But when you see my case study, I think you'll be very, very interested, and I will share with you some other niches within the membership area that you can go after that are high paying as well. Okay, we will use a little bit automation tools, only because I have SE Nuke lifetime membership, because a client bought it for me. So I will show you how to use SE Nuke, how I use it. and we can run some stuff in the background as well while we're doing stuff, and that could be just creating accounts, or it could be doing some profile links or stuff like that, or even just using it for indexing and things. But anyway, everything done will be videoed, and if you haven't got SE Nuke, don't worry, I will show you where we can get some services for that really cheap as well. Of course, we want to get some edu and gov links, and we want to do some Web 2.0 link wheels or pyramids. Now, I know people say that link wheels are dead. I still call them link wheels. They're not dead if you use them the right way, and I'll show you how to use them. But all of this kind of stuff has to be done in the right order. That's the key here. We got to do stuff in the right order. We got to have what I call QVR. You got to have some quality links. You got to have some relevant links. But you also got to have some variety as well. And that includes follow and no follow, and 0 page rank to high page rank. It looks more natural to Google. Okay, so it's a numbers game. When we get to a certain point of this off page, when a certain part of that has been done, when we've got the foundation done here, it then becomes a numbers game, and the foundation will take in the quality and relevant links as well, okay, and then we can start with the other stuff. Now, we need to track this in the search engine, so I'm going to show you how we use webmaster tools and analytics, and I'll show you SEMrush as well, because there might be other tools out there, but I've always used SEMrush because they tell you about keywords that you might not know that you're ranking for, okay? Yeah, you can get some information for webmaster tools as well, but SEMrush is a little bit more comprehensive. Now, a lot of these tools that tell you your search engine rankings, you have to put the keywords in yourself. What if there's keywords there that you're not aware of, okay? SEMrush kind of tells you. It tells you what you're ranking for. So I will show you SEMrush as well. So you're getting a lot of good information just by watching this video too. Imagine what it's like when we're in there and watching how we do this kind of stuff and go for those high paying keywords. Now, the social media marketing I've kept separate from the off page SEO. We'll be doing things with Twitter and Facebook and LinkedIn. All of this can be set up for you, and very cheaply. I will show you how I get it done for me, because I don't do any of this stuff myself. And video sharing sites is a little bit different from doing a YouTube channel, because the video sharing sites is more about syndication. It's part of the video marketing strategy, but I'm not going to have a specific course on video marketing. It's going to be a step-by-step as we go through, so there'll be bits of this and bits of that, and then we'll go back to a bit of video marketing as well. So that's the way that I like to do things, because if I start giving you courses about article marketing on its own or video marketing on its own, I think it devalues the course. It is just hope and theory, okay? I want you to see what I actually do and how I do it. So there is video marketing strategies in here, but it's not one full video marketing course in 10 videos and then we move on to article marketing. It's not like that at all. SEO is not like that. In the real world, if you're doing this for clients where you're being held accountable, even if you've gone for very competitive keywords, because the minute you've agreed to take on the job, you have to get results, and that's what I'm very, very good at. So this is what we're going to show you how to do. It's how I do it in real time, okay? How I do it in the real world, rather than sell you some strategies and blueprints and hope, okay? This is how it works, and you will see it working. And then we're going to be looking at other things like digs and stumbles and Google Plus ones and stuff like that. And this is very important stuff, really important, but at the right time, in the right manner. It's got to be done properly, otherwise you could hurt yourself. So you need to be careful, okay? So we will do. I will also, what I tend to do as well when I'm building a campaign, I will keep some things back. I will keep some key things back, okay? And this is what I call advanced off-page strategies if needed. And sometimes I might find myself sort of at the bottom of page 1 between 5 and 10. And I've always got something up my sleeve if that happens. And then I will release this. And this is quite aggressive stuff. And bang, usually we're sitting at number 1. I always hold a little bit back, okay? Otherwise, yeah, you could go for it, but I just have fun doing it like that way. I love this stuff. I really do enjoy doing this stuff. So you will get a sense of that as we go through, and you're watching the videos and me doing things. That I laugh a lot and I smile a lot while I'm working, and that's what internet marketing should be. You should know how to make money. If you've got these kinds of skills and you're not using it, We just have to change your mindset. We just have to start enjoying it. The reason you're not probably making money, if you have got knowledge of all this stuff, if you're watching this video right now and you're not making money, but you know most of the stuff that I'm going through, I would suggest it's because you're not putting content online, or you're missing some really key important points. Now, you cannot make money if you do not put content online, because if you don't put content online, people cannot find your offers for you to make affiliate sales or whatever other way you're trying to monetize. So therefore, you're maybe not taking action. Now, why would you not take action if you got this knowledge? Maybe you'd keep looking for more knowledge. Maybe you're like a sponge, you soak up all this information, and then you get a little bit overwhelmed, and that causes you to procrastinate. This is a really good system for you, because most of the stuff you just tell other people what to do and really cheap and really fast as well, and you will get results, and we can keep moving forward. So if you're one of those people, I really welcome you into this course and into the membership, because you will like this. I used to be a little bit like that before, briefly, but I kind of found that horrible overwhelmed feeling, that feeling of procrastination, of not being able to take action because you're feeling overwhelmed. I find there's only one thing you can do to stop that, and that is become a producer. Not a learner, but a producer. Yeah. If you're taking information from other producers all the time and you're not taking action, then you start to feel that it builds up from the morning, from the time you start looking at your emails, and then you get all kinds of distractions coming in. You have to be in a production mode, okay? You have to be getting content on the internet. You need to be getting stuff done, stuff that you know that needs to be done. And if you follow a blueprint like this, it's really, really easy. And then that weight lifts off you. And then when you start to see your search engine rankings, you start to see money coming in, you start to feel a lot better. But it will happen immediately as soon as you start taking action. If you're not taking action, that's why you're feeling the way you're feeling right now, and that's why you're not making any money. It's as simple as that. It's not rocket science. You know, if somebody said to me, give me a scientific way to lose weight, I mean, it's very, very simple. Eat less and exercise more. You know, and it's the same with online marketing. How do you make money? Take bloody action. Get your content on the internet. Optimize content. Okay. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is we need to look at the testing. We need to test and tweak some things. We need to know that once we're on page one, you know, how much money we're making and what offers are converting for us, or are we using the right keywords, etc. Like, what I need people to do, that take this course, you've got to think beyond, can I make money? Okay, you've got to think beyond, can I, and will this work for me? You've got to start to think more about the scaling, about when it does happen. Okay, if you can make that mental barrier breakthrough, then it's going to make a huge difference to your internet marketing career. Okay, now I've had so many pages on page one of Google at number one in Google against really competitive competition. It's not a question of can I anymore. It's when I do, what next? What's the scaling up? Where do I take it from there? Now there's several options we got from that. Okay. And we can start geo-targeting if we're doing some things like offline lead generation. We can geo-target to places like Liverpool, London, Manchester, or New York, San Francisco, whatever. We can take the same site and we can actually clone it, and we can put that clone into another domain name, and so we have a fully optimized site within minutes. And then it's just a matter of replacing some names of cities and things like that, and I can show you how to do it within minutes as well. Okay. We could build more sniper sites if that's the way we've gone, if we want to build a sort of deeper blog network, or if we were just using the sort of sniper site link wheel type strategy. Or we could build more pages within an authority site. Now, one of the things I like about authority sites is it's low cost, because you only need to buy one domain name. You've got one hosting for it. Okay. Whenever you have an authority site and you start pushing more information and they're posting more content, going after more keywords, you will find, because the site has got authority, that it ranks quite highly quite quickly, even with competitive keywords, and it doesn't take that much for the off-page optimization to send backlinks and the right type of backlinks at the right time to make that into page one. Okay, so that's one of the real benefits of an authority site, and that's one of the reasons I like this. And plus, there's a lot of people saying that since the Panda update, the authority site's the best way to go, it's the only way to go. Now I can tell you for sure that sniper sites still work. Yeah, I have done them recently. They still work, no problems whatsoever. You just got to know what to do and when as far as the off-site blueprint, but have a very, very strong foundation with the on-page stuff, okay? We could find new niches and sort of repeat the whole process again, and I will go into new niches and possible niches, and we can look at high-paying Amazon offers, which I've got quite a lot of them already, which I will give away with the membership. I'll give away with the bonus with this course. I've got a whole list, a whole bunch of high-paying AdSense keywords, and we'll also look at things that high-paying CPA offers and the best ClickBank kind of products that we can use. This doesn't have to be for offline lead generation. It can be just AdSense, it can be just Amazon, whatever you want. But my case study of the system will be AdSense with lead generation, okay? And another way that we can scale up, of course, is by using low-cost ads. For example, Facebook. We know that Facebook ads are quite cheap. Now, you could do a little bit of arbitrage there. I know people saying that AdSense arbitrage is dead, but if you're using a different way, like you're buying very low-cost Facebook ads, we can test it and see if it works. And also we stumble upon adverts only cost 5 cents each. We know that it doesn't go up, doesn't go down. So that gives us some options there that we can tweak and we can test, and it all comes at the end. Once we've actually got the site on page one, we have to get the site on page one, because then we've realized an asset. And once you've realized an asset, if that guy's selling that site for $247, I'm sure you're going to get a huge amount more than that for a page one site for high paying AdSense keyword, okay, or in a high paying niche. When it comes to the possibility of renting, and you can do that for offline businesses and maybe other marketers as well. Now, everybody thinks that renting sites is all about renting to offline businesses like plumbers and dentists and things like that. That can work, but it's a hard sell. I know, I've been there. I've got number one in UK for some divorce lawyer sites, and we had a hell of a time trying to get rid of that one. But other marketers might be interested in it, and you just got to think outside the box a little bit. Why not? Why not? If you've got a page one site and you're not, you don't want to do any more work in it, but there's another marketer out there with superior conversion skills than what you've got, or who wants to put in that work to test and tweak and everything, rent it to them. Why not? Who's to stop you? Okay, so after that, then we can look at flipping. Now, what I'm going to do in the case study, what I'm going to attempt to do, is have a Linko network of sniper sites around, like a blog network around the authority sites, and Web 2.0 blog networks around the sniper sites as well, to protect them a little bit. Now, when I get this site, this authority site, into the top 10, into the first page of Google, top 5, basically what I want to try and do is try and flip the site. Right, now I can try and flip it with or without the blog network. Now the beauty is, if I sell that site without the blog network, I can redirect my blog network anytime I want. All I need to do is redirect my sniper sites. Can you see the beauty of this? Now I can also guarantee when I sell a site that I will maintain its page one position for a period of 3 months. Now that might sound a bit unethical, but if I'm giving a huge amount of cash that allows me to get some services done that will keep that site there long term, and the site will already have some authority as well. That means I could take away the YouTube channels, I could take away the blog networks around it, and create another site. I could clone another site within the same niche with going for a different keyword, and bang, I should be up there very, very quickly again for the next one. Can you see the beauty of this? This is the kind of stuff I want to show you in the case study. This is the way I think, the way that I can take things forward, how we can scale things up. So as an introduction video to the course, as part of the product launch, hopefully you've learned quite a lot here, and you get quite excited. It's not if you can do it. You don't sit there and think to yourself, can this work for me? Just think to yourself, when I get there, how am I going to scale it up? Okay, go beyond that mental block and start thinking about the next step, and we'll get there. As long as you take action, nothing's going to stop you from getting there, because this system does work, okay? So it's not a blueprint and a theory and stuff like that. You're going to see me do it live. You're going to see me do it in real time, and exactly what I do when and if and when I encounter problems, and you always will encounter problems, and how I get around those problems and what I'm going to do about it, okay? but it's fast, it's easy, it's low cost, and it's scalable, and we can be making money in a very, very short period of time, and then we can start looking at the major money, right? So that's it for now. Thank you for listening, and if you've got any questions, just leave them in the comments. Thanks. Bye.